Geoff, 4-0 win at home against a team down at the bottom. It's potential upset, potential banana skin, but how do you feel it went?
Yeah, it was a professional job. First half I thought it was a bit slow, and I think with these sort of games, especially with the conditions as they are, I think you've got to motivate yourself. And what you find in this league, I mean, sometimes the league positions can be a bit deceiving. It's funny, I wouldn't say they're like the worst team we've played this season, no, but they are bottom. And I think what you find with a lot of these teams is that they've got very good individual players, but maybe like a bit of structure or a bit of leadership when things are sort of not going their way, when the plan A is not working, that sort of ability to change it up really, because they stayed in the game for long periods. And to be honest, before we scored the second, there was a sort of 5-10 minute period where they were on top, and we thought we had to change it a little bit. So yeah, as I said to the boys, professional performance means a clean sheet, so we've kept that, and I felt sort of we've scored at the right time and did the right things, and I think that's where we've matured as a team this season in terms of just getting through games, especially when we're not on top, sticking through it, and then eventually knowing that the chances will come. And that's what we do really well, I feel, better than most teams I feel in this league, is that when we do make the subs the last half an hour, we do come on strong.
So 1-0 at half time, as you say, the game's fairly, we were in control, but certainly not out of sight. And then three goals within about 10 minutes in the second half really put it to bed.
Yeah, so like I said, it got to the 60th minute or so, and that's the sort of unwritten manager's role, that's when you sort of assess the team and stuff. But they were coming on, and I think they started to get in and around our box and started to have a few shots, albeit they weren't on target, but all it takes is them to score 1-1, and all of a sudden we're in a game for no reason. So yeah, we changed up a little bit. Then we brought Lewis on to go a bit more direct on that side. We got Noah through the middle, and then we tried to go on the outsides a bit more, and I thought that worked a little bit. James G coming on obviously adds a little bit of stability in midfield in terms of possession, and he was able to, as I said, see out the game. And then unfortunately with these teams, it becomes routine, and once it goes 2, then sort of like, it can easily become 3 or 4, and then obviously we should have had a 5th, but
it certainly easily became 3 or 4. There was a 5th goal, which people are calling the phantom goal. There are kind of a few schools of thought about what might have happened, but it was a corner, somebody at the far post seemed to have kept it in. It fell to no for what would have been a hat-trick goal.
Yeah, which is unfortunate for him. Because he deserved the hat-trick for the display he had today. But it went in. I mean, we celebrated. They sort of put their heads down. We're working towards the halfway line, and I think the captain just threw a red herring and said maybe to the linesman, it's gone through the side. Which no idea, because everyone could see from the angle from we were. He's gone over, had a discussion, and said it's not gone in, or it's gone through the sides. And I mean, not to say, but we had this ref against Dunmo again, and there was another mistaken identity there as well. So
yes.
Not to throw it out there, but I mean, it is Christmas. Maybe Specsavers are doing a discount.
Or we can get some new nets as well. The Grounds Committee flushed with success, of course, after winning an award. But
yeah, of course. That's Grounds one of the fully deserved. Again, the game was on today where a lot of games have been off, so obviously credit to them. But regardless of that, I mean, from the angle we were, the linesman, he should have saw it, it's gone in. If you're focusing, you should see it, regardless of the sort of net situation. But and Noah's been denied sort of a hat trick, which he deserved. But listen, 4-0 win, we'll take it. And the run continues. And especially in these conditions, we have to thank all the people coming out today as well. Very cold, bitterly cold. It got colder as the afternoon went on, but we're happy to sort of make people go home happy with another 3 points.
Okay, great. Couple of development players, or players that we normally associate with the development team, stepping up today as well.
Yep, Phoenix made his debut today. Alistair has come in obviously as well today, and it's what we try to do as much as possible. We know John does so well, Tom Martin as well, in terms of getting young players and players who on the cusp of the first team may not be ready, may for whatever reason, fitness or just a bit of experience and stuff. And credit to the players who turn up every sort of Sunday morning, to put that effort in. They train with us as well. We try and train together as much as possible, so people are integrated with the first team, know what's required. So it's good when we can, we can sort of like have that trail of that conveyor belt players are coming through the development into the first team. So it's good for them to come in and give us a chance to sort of rest baby as well, and just to know that in the case of an emergency, we know if these players can step up or not, because that's what it is. And when we're playing, sort of, again, no disrespect to Parkview, it gives us a chance to rotate a little bit. If anyone's got niggles, like Julian today or Adam, we can sort of rest them. And it shows the strength of the squad, you know, that these players can come in, you know, and eventually the idea is to knock on the door so no one, you know, rests on the laurels.
Friday night, it's a big match away at Canswood.
They're desperate. I mean, as you can see, like, teams are desperate to beat us, especially, you know, when they see how well we're doing and sort of the run. So everyone wants that notch on their post to know that they've beaten us. So it'll be on 4G. We've played it before, played May and Baker before, so we know what it's about. Friday night again, so there's like to be a different sort of crowd of people that don't usually get to go to sort of Saturday games. So yeah, we'll bring it on really, as I always say. You know, they were desperate to beat us last time, you know, so I think they lost again today. So we're going there with confidence, you know, that, as I said, there's nothing to fear in this league. We're top at the moment. We'll go play our football, pressures on them, you know, because they will need to go above us. So we'll play our football and hopefully, as I said, we get the result.
Finally, I mean, it was really cold. And it seems a long time now since, in the heat wave in August, busy like doing interviews out on the pitch and everything like that. Raw said that the priority this season was consolidation. Is that? I mean, are we now thinking in different sort of terms?
I think if you get to like 10 games to go and obviously you're in a good position, then you start thinking sort of ahead. But at the moment, I think the boys are enjoying this sort of like no pressure sort of football, you know, seeing where we come, and you know, every week we take it, you know, as cliche as it is, every week we take it as it comes. But I think we'll reassess probably with 10 games to go. You know, right now we're in sort of well into the sort of playoff positions, you know. So again, barring the sort of collapse second half of the season, you know, you'd expect us to be in and around it, and that keeps our season alive, you know, because unfortunately we're not in the cup competitions, which is a shame, because, you know, if we were still potentially in the League Cup, considering our form, I would have fancied us on that day to beat anyone. But, you know, as I said, as it keeps going, you sort of assess where we are after every win. Teams around us have to keep up with us, and if they're not, then we're inevitably going to be in a position where if we can't win it, we're going to be in a playoff position. So I think we're in a win-win situation as we are, so that's where we're just enjoying it. And then, as I said, we'll reassess.
Great. Tomorrow you're doing a Q&A with the fans as well, after the annual general meeting, for people who want to come to that. So people have questions of that nature.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, this like a part of the AGM, we'll have probably some new sort of members who have joined. You know, it's really good to interact with them and interact with the other sort of management from the other teams as well, because, you know, some people can go to Saturdays, some people can go to Sundays, and vice versa. So it'll be good, you know, to answer sort of some questions about sort of what happens behind the scenes and stuff. And again, it just brings everyone sort of a bit closer together. And that's what we are. We're a community club. We're all the same, all members, all one level. So it's good to sort of interact in that sort of regards, and you know, get some secrets away maybe.
Great. Okay, so come to the AGM. Thanks very much.
No problem.
Cheers.
Thank you.